Hi, everybody, and welcome to Get Your Clicks. We are talking today about how to use Aweber with a funnel in ClickFunnels. So let's talk about how we can get started connecting Aweber. So first, what you want to make sure that you do, first of all, you do need an account with Aweber. So if you don't have that, I have a link in the description if you'd like to use that. What we're going to do is go ahead and first of all, we need to create a list in Aweber that we can attach to. So what you're going to do is you're going to click Manage Lists, create a list, and then you're going to begin to set up your list. Once you scroll down, you'll see where it says sender name and sender email. So you want to make sure that you put whatever name you'd like. I mean, I'm going to put the name of my list in the sender name, but you can put your name or whatever name you'd like to put there. And then you want to put an email address that will show up when the email arrives in the receiver's inbox. So I'm just going to put in a fake email address. And it does tell you here to please avoid free email addresses like Gmail or Hotmail because they can cause delivery problems. And that's true. When you're putting in your address, it's really better if you have your own domain name email account. It works a lot better with this system and it looks a lot more professional for your business. So you want to go ahead then. It will allow you to still do this if it's Gmail or Hotmail, but it's just a warning. So then you're going to create the name of your list after you go to the next page. And they give an example of weekly low-fat recipes, but you can name it whatever you want. And I'm just going to put test list. Okay, and then put a description. This is a test list for my funnel. Okay, so then you're going to click next step. And a confirmation can be sent if you want to any new subscriber when they join your list. So what it does basically is ask for their permission in order for them to receive email from you. And Aweber is going to recommend that you leave that intact and go ahead and set up the email that you would like for them to receive. So you can choose the language, the subject line, and the message that they're going to receive. There's also, just kind of a standard that I think you can leave in here. I would recommend that you turn this off and not send the confirmation message. That's just my opinion, and that's what I do, and it works just fine. And it takes away that extra step that the person who's receiving your message, you don't want them to have to approve it. They've already opted in to your list. That's why they're getting a message from you. So I would turn it off, and I'm going to show you how to turn that off here in just a moment. So then you're going to click approve message and create list. Okay, so now it's created my list for me. And then what I'm going to want to do is create a campaign, and that's going to help me make like a workflow. So I'm going to go to messages and click campaigns. So now we're in campaigns in Aweber. To get there, you just clicked messages and campaigns. And then it's going to allow you to click create a campaign. And you have a lot of options here. Many times you're going to be creating a blank campaign. And then you want to give your campaign a name. So again, you're going to have to come up with whatever name you want. I'm just going to call mine test campaign. Okay, that takes you into the campaign editor, and it wants you to select a trigger to begin building your campaign. So this is where you're going to tell it when you want the campaign to start. And you have a couple of options. The first one is probably the most common. You would start your campaign when someone is added to your list from your funnel. So like when someone opts in. Or you can start a campaign when a tag is applied to your subscribers. So for this tutorial, we're going to be doing on subscribe. So if you would click that, then it takes you to this area here where you can sort of create a workflow. So it allows you to build the structure of how you want the system to work. This is like the meat of your business right here. This is the automation. So typically the first thing that you're going to want to happen is you're going to want like a welcome message, whatever that first message that you're going to send out when they opt in. Okay, so what you want to do is you're going to go over here and click send a message, and you're going to drag that over. Okay, from here you're either going to need to choose a message that you've already created in Aweber, or you're going to create a message. And for this example, we're just going to create new messages in Aweber. And I would prefer here to choose drag and drop email builder. Okay, so then when the window opens, you're going to be now creating the subject and the body of your message. So whatever subject line you'd like to go here is great. If you've already got your emails somewhere in a text file or something, you can just go and copy and paste the information here. At the top here, your subject line is going to go here. So I'm just going to put test subject. And I'll put welcome message. Okay, and what's kind of cool here is that you can choose to personalize with an emoji, and I like this kind of stuff, and I think they work really well for these types of emails. It makes it more, I guess, friendly, and people are kind of easygoing about it. And so here is the body of your message, so you can put here whatever message that you would like. And then, for example, if you'd like to create a link to something, I will show you how to do that. There's lots of ways you could do. You can use buttons. If you see over here, there are elements that you can just drag over. But let's just say you just want to take some text and make a link out of it. Like maybe you want to link them to a video or to a file of some sort. You would just highlight that. And then up here is going to appear a window where you can click this chain right here. It's a link. And this is where you can create that link. So you're going to want to put in the URL of whatever you're trying to link to. So in this case, I'm just going to pretend like I'm linking to google.com. That's not typically what you'd be doing here, but I'm just going to put that for testing purposes. So, and then you can click OK. And you can create as many links as you want, and you can make your email as long as you want to have it. Up here, again, you can use this to customize. This is sort of typical stuff that you see in programs that you can help to format your email message. So when you're done with that, you can go ahead and click Save and Exit. And next, what you're going to want to do is tell the campaign what to do next. Well, in many cases, you want to wait. And you can just drag the wait block over here and then tell it how long or what interval you'd like to wait. So in this case, I'm going to say wait 1 day after the previous action. So 1 day after this message went out, it's going to wait and it's going to do whatever I put next. So in this case, I want to send another message, right? So I just drag that block down and create a message just like we did before. I can continue this process all the way down. Something you might want to know just as something to help you out here, I ran into a problem where as you get this workflow to be kind of long, you're no longer able to drag things over here. So at that point, what you want to do is just come over here and double click, and it will automatically append whatever you just clicked down to the bottom of the workflow. Hopefully that makes sense. You can also just quickly remove things if you find that you did something wrong right here. Okay, so now that we have our list and our campaign, let's talk about how we set up an integration in ClickFunnels. Okay, once you're in ClickFunnels, you need to get into account settings. So you're just gonna go into account settings, and then you're going to look for integrations. So you're going to have to scroll down. It's kind of on the left down a little bit. So click integrations, and what you're going to click is add new integration. And in my case, Aweber shows up right away. If for some reason that does not show up for you, there is a search bar where you can just type Aweber and it will find it for you. So then you need to choose Aweber. And I'm getting a warning that I've already done this, and that's okay. I'm not going to do it again, but I'm going to kind of show you and help guide you through this process. So here you're going to put an integration name. So go ahead and type that in. And once you've done that, you're going to just click Connect Integration. At that point, what you're going to see is a screen where you're going to put in your username and password for your Aweber account. And once you've done that, you need to click to give access to ClickFunnels to connect with your Aweber account. And once that's done, now you're ready to go to your funnel on your opt-in page, and we're going to set up the connection. Okay, so once you go into your funnel and find your opt-in page that you would like to use, go in and edit. And now all you need to do, this is really simple. You're just going to go into settings and click integration. And I'm going to remove mine so that you can actually see me hook this up. Okay, so you're going to see here it says integration. So go ahead and select the integration that you'd like to use. And in this case, we're going to choose Aweber as our integration. You want to choose integrate existing form. Then you're going to choose the list that you created over in Aweber. In my case, the one that I have done is called Free 4-Day Training, but you should have there whatever it was that you created in Aweber. And then once you've done that, it's going to say connected and you're ready to go. So now anytime someone opts in to this particular page, they are going to opt into your Aweber campaign that you set up. This creates an automated system for you to run a business day or night, and it just makes things so much easier. So that's how you set up an integration between Aweber and ClickFunnels. If you have any questions or comment, please feel free to put that down below. And thanks for watching.